Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Has been a little while since I've uploaded a video. I apologise. I've just been so busy with everything. I haven't had a chance to do much to the van. I did fit a diesel heater, which I did record a video for, but I managed to lose the footage. The memory card in the camera somehow went corrupt and I lost all the footage that I'd recorded, or most of it, because I did record some on a GoPro as well, but unfortunately I lost all of that. But I do now have a diesel heater fitted, Chinese diesel heater, which is an absolute game changer. Now we've got the bit of weather here, I don't really need one, but in the colder months it is an absolute game changer, and I'm really glad I did that. Anyway, I've decided to upgrade my leisure battery to a lithium battery. As I plan to do more in the van this year, for longer days, or for longer periods of time, I wanted a bit of a better battery. Obviously I run my fridge constantly, lights, chargers. I do have a solar panel on the roof to charge up, but I just wanted the reassurance, the extra reassurance of a better battery than the AGM that I currently use in there. Quite an easy swap, to be honest with you. A little bit of wiring I've got to change. I've got to change my DC to DC charger, because I have the CBE PC210 system. My DC to DC charger is all included actually in the unit itself. I'm keeping the unit there because it's also my 12 volt fuse board, and that all connects up to my switch panel and everything. It's not a problem. I'm going to fit the Orion-Tr Smart, so I can just mount that on my panel. I'm going to have to move things around to make these things fit, but I can just alter the wire and wire in and out of the Orion just to DC charge the battery. And I also am going to have to change my hookup charger as well, so I've got the 230 hookup charger in there as well. So for that I'm going to use the Victron Blue Smart charger. That is literally just swapping this for that one there, so there's not anything wiring wise that's going to have to change with that one. So a fairly simple sort of swap round, but I thought I would just do a little video to show you how to do it in case you did want to upgrade from AGM or lead acid to lithium. I think this is a 100 amp hour, which is the equivalent of 200 amp hour if you had lead acid, AGM, or anything similar. So you've got that sort of extra 100 amp hours there with the lithium. And also, as you know, you've got all the advantage with the lithium battery. You can run it right down, charge it back up, and you haven't got to worry as much about what you're doing with it as you do with the AGM battery. So anyway, first things first, I'm going to disconnect all the batteries, the van battery and the leisure battery, and I may have made a bit of a schoolboy error when I built the van. I don't know if the hole in my cupboard here is actually big enough to get the battery out. If it's not, this is going to be a very short video, because this means to get that battery out I'm going to have to take the rock and roll bed out, all of this cupboard unit. I'm pretty sure that I wouldn't have been stupid enough to not have made that sort of cut out in that unit not big enough to get the battery out, but we will see. Right, let's get these batteries disconnected. I have disconnected a few little bits in there as I was sort of just planning about to try and position things, see where I'm going to put things. But I'll get these batteries disconnected and I'll sort of get some bits in and I'll show you roughly what I'm going to do. Right, okay, so I've started to strip things down. I've removed my my AC to DC charger, so the 240 charger which sat there. So I've taken that out, and the cables, that's obviously fed from the 240 fuse board up there. So one of the legs from my split charge goes, I can't remember if it's that one, sorry, that one or that one, so I'll have to buzz the cables out just to make sure which one it is. The solar, so that fuse there I'm going to have to move somewhere, maybe to this side. The solar charger I'm going to push right up against the trunk in here, and then mount the Blue Smart 240 hookup charger in this little gap here. I think that is pretty much it. Battery I've disconnected, so both batteries are disconnected now. I can't talk today. As you can see down, it looks a bit of a mess at the moment because I pulled all the cables about, so I had to disconnect the vent for my diesel heater. So the diesel heater vent's out down there. You can't see it at the moment because I pulled the actual the vent off, but so the battery will come out I just can't lift it up because it weighs about 414 tons. So my brother's going to pop round and so where the cupboard, you can't see it, but the cupboard door that side is going to get in there and lift it up, and I'm going to lift it out from the top here. So I'm going to now start mounting some things. I think I'm going to have to cut this little bit of trunking off here because the length of the Blue Smart thing. Sorry, I'm using the, because I've got the battery off, it's obviously a bit dark, so I'm just using the light on my torch. But yeah, I've taken all the covers and everything off. There's obviously a cover that goes over there to cover all the cables up, and because of the 240s there as well. But yeah, okay, let's start getting some bits and pieces moved and mounted. Right, we're getting there. It's starting to get a little bit dark now. I got the battery out. Well, my brother came round and gave me a hand to get the battery out. Being an AGM battery, it weighed an absolute ton, so we did struggle to get out, but it did fit out the hole. And I do remember now when I cut the bit in that cupboard, I do remember measuring the battery just to make sure. So thank God. I've had to move more bits around than I originally intended. I'll show you where I am so far. Yeah, so I've had to move a few more bits and pieces around. That fuse, which was there, I had to move over to this side because it was there, wasn't it? The solar controller charger, I'm going to have to move to here, right over, so I can get the AC to DC charger in there. I also had to run in some new cables, unfortunately, because the way that this one is wired, you have a cable come from the van battery, the alternator, which goes onto that little unit there. Looks like a bit of a bird's nest in there at the minute. I've got to sort the cables out. And then it comes straight down to the ledger battery, because I don't know if you can see there, that is the split charge relay there. That little black box there is the split charge relay, so it is all incorporated into that box there. So I've had to run another cable in from the Orion-Tr Smart to the battery, and also another ground in as well. But luckily I had some 16mm cable, so that wasn't a problem, so I could run that in. I've also got to run in a bit of cable for the DC. I keep saying DC, the AC to DC charger, which is going to go there. But nearly done, and then I've got to do some bits and pieces because the van's got an MOT tomorrow, Tuesday. Great. Right, okay, it is the next day. I ran out of light last night, and it was starting to get really cold. So I packed up for the night and finished off when I got home from work this evening. But we are complete. I still have to get a cable from the Blue Smart charger, so the 240, the cup charger, down to the battery, because the cable I had wasn't long enough. So I've ordered a piece of cable that should be here in the next couple of days or so I can get that in. But we are all on and running on lithium. Solar panels in and charging. The Orion-Tr Smart, I haven't tested yet, but I will test that in a little while. So Neville has MOT tomorrow, so touch wood, everything should be okay. I think all we need is a DRL bulb, so I'm going to replace that now, and I'm going to drop him down this afternoon, ready for tomorrow. But I think we should be okay. I don't think there's anything that I've seen that I know about that's going to cause an MOT failure. But I think last year I failed on the seatbelt being loose on the rock and roll bit, but it is what it is, isn't it? You know, it's a free retest anyway. I tightened it up, took it back down, and they passed it. So, but yeah, I've got access to all because I've got the Victron stuff here. So I don't know if you'll be able to see that okay, but yeah, I have the Smart Orion-Tr Smart on there, and the solar charger. Yeah, I don't know if you can see that. But you also have, see that on there, Neville's ledger battery. So I've got the Renogy, how do you pronounce that? Renogy? I don't know. But yeah, so that gives you the battery health and everything as well. So everything's been set up as it should be, and yeah, we are good to go. I don't think there's anything else that I've got to do. Tidied up, all my crap has been chucked back in the cupboard. Yeah, I think we're good. I think we are good. So that is a job jobbed. Got a festival coming up soon at the end of May. So hopefully, I'm going with a group of people. My friend Becky, her and her friends. So I will make sure everyone else, you know, if they're okay with me filming, if I do a video on that one. But I would like to, and I do plan on doing a lot more in the van this year. Now the weather's getting better and everything as well. And you know, at the end of the year as well, I now have a diesel heater fitted, so that doesn't stop me doing things in the colder weather anymore. So anyway, I'm waffling on. But thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you'd like to. Not too far from 1,000 subscribers. I'd like to get to 1,660 something at the moment. I think, as I said a long while ago, I didn't even think I'd get 2, 3, 4, whatever. But you know, thank you very much, guys. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you on the next one.